I think big things to look out for this game, in my opinion, are going to be... I'm more worried about Team Liquid's early game. Like, their lineup looks good going into late game. However, you do have the superior late game hero in Yatoro, but if Zai gets a lot of farm, we've seen what this Doom can do with that net worth. So that will be scary. And for Nisha as well. Can he beat the Batrider mid, or at least come out even to make plays on the map here? I feel like Liquid has the harder to execute draft in this game.
And it's interesting too for me because I feel like you're saying that you're sort of concerned about, is it just the lanes in general that you're sort of worried about? Hold on, might need to hold that thought. They caught him. Mickey. Do they have detection? They don't have detection.
Oh, they do.
Now they have detection. And trying to get away, trying to walk at it. He gets out. He's able to escape. And now, instead, it's Miposhka who's getting burned down. Burn, baby, burn.
Tango.
Almost dead. Oh, 9, 10 HP away. And now is Zion too far. Who's to say? Who's to know? Another round of shards. This time they catch Zai. Mira's dropping low. Fairy fire. Who's going to die first? It's going to be Zai. Laurel gets first blood. Boxy takes down Mira afterwards. And just mayhem. A lot of damage dealt, but only 2 kills in the end.
We were worried about this mid lane matchup, how Nisha can perform. Give Laurel first blood. You got an extra layer of worry to add there. So good luck to Nisha here. And to answer your question, is it just the lanes I'm worried about? No, I am worried about the scaling. TA versus Terrorblade is not a good matchup, but you got the Doom X factor. Never count this guy out. So it comes down to, will Zai have a good game? If Zai can have a decent game, I'm pretty confident in Liquid's late game because Doom has just seemed like that hero so far of this tournament. But if you get farm on this hero, it's pretty ridiculous.
Well, we'll see if he does have a good start. There's been so much emphasis, I think, by Liquid across this tournament on making sure that their lanes go well. So I would anticipate a similar type of thing happening in this one. As we see up top, they're able to secure the range creep. Mira pulls this one over, and they're probably going to get a range deny too, unless Insania can come on in and snipe that, which he won't be able to. So already off to a good start up top here by Team Spirit.
Yeah, and this bot lane for Team Spirit shouldn't be too hard for Zai because Terrorblade Tusk, it's not the most threatening lane of all time. The Tusk will have its advantages later on in the game, but his laning with a Terrorblade, maybe they'll find some kills with Metamorphosis, but they're probably not going to threaten the CS department.
It is interesting also seeing Miposhka play on a Tusk. I want to look up like the last time this guy played this hero, but it feels like it would have been a really long time ago. I almost always see him play Banes, other things like that. Actually getting in and playing a Brawler is a little bit strange. Zai gets some good damage there onto Yadro, forces him back a bit.
Not bad, not bad. And they're going to have a big double wave in. Oh, yeah, Yatoro popped his meta. I didn't see that there. So they could have an opportunity to go in here onto Zai with no Scorched Earth. But Zai, he's looking for a creep. What did they find here? A tornado? That one's annoying.
Yeah, it's a little bit for sure.
Maybe cast it under the tower here. But Miposhka wants to cancel it. He's saving a point.
Yeah. That's good. I was wrong, actually. Miposhka has done a couple of different games on Tusk. He was even playing it recently. So it looks like this has been a sort of addition that they've added for DreamLeague to his hero pool and been liking it a little bit more.
Well, sounds good. And collapse in the top lane. We talked about this Rubik Centaur lane just being such a old school lane, but still good. It's like old but gold scenario here. Getting crushed up here. 17-5 to 8-1 with a death. It's not looking good for Mickey in this top lane.
Yeah, misses a couple of creeps there too. And already level 3 for Centaur, has some mangoes, has his ring of health, has the rings of protection. If they want to go on anybody, it's got to be Mira, and that even is not super easy to do. While Miposhka trading against Boxy down bottom here. Gets the bounty rune, forces him away. Miposhka.
It's dead.
Yep, just gonna drop. But does buy a little bit of space where it's, you know, Yadoro gonna still get some decent farm, it looks like, against Zai. They're about on even.
getting there, but Insania, he does have the big creep. 2 points and then Enchant. Centaur's online. Luckily, Collapse is quite tanky, so he'll regen a lot, but this is a lot of damage.
Stomp. Backs away. And needs to wait. With this Tango going, should keep him pretty survivable, most likely, as they're still trying to mess around. Mickey getting what he needs early on. Laurel gonna get rotated on in the mid lane. They find him. Good damage out. Has a Fairy Fire. Has Stick. Tries to back away and will be able to. So with that rotation in towards mid from Boxy, sets up Nisha to have a slightly better time.
Yeah, and it denies the bounty runes as well from him, so he has to go back, or the water runes, I'm sorry. So little things add up quite quickly here, as Nisha will get this full wave of experience that Laurel won't have, which means he might hit level 6 first with a rotation again from the Hoodwink. Could amount to something.
Speaking of Hoodwink, finds Zai and Maposhka down bottom. Snowball keeps him away, and that's actually going to be a kill.
That was very
well
ambitious
done
from Liquid there. Once you see that meta popped or TB's coming and Snowball's available, you got to run if you're Liquid there. So the early game going quite well here for the side of Team Liquid here. I mean, Zai is farming, but that death does hurt him a bit as he was close to that mana boots. He'll have it when he respawns, but Wraithband, mana boots online. But Yatoro, not having a bad game himself. He's quite happy here.
And I guess that's because you were anticipating that this was going to go so much worse for Liquid early on. Or maybe not so much worse, but it was going to go worse. And the fact that they're not sort of losing out a ton and Spirit's only got like a slight lead, that's why it's okay. That makes sense. Zai, yeah, still farming, getting what he needs. Mickey dropping real low up top, but did have stick charges, keeping him alive and well.
I'm going to put a lot of eyes on what's going to happen at the 6-minute rune here.
Foxy? Can't really do that much more. 6-minute rune, yeah, who is it that's going to find it? Still sticking around
bottom.
here.
Looks like he's just going to die down here.
Yeah, doesn't really have that much else to do, so will be brought down. And Laurel makes the move over, and the rune is going to spawn up top. It's a regen. Mira has it in his sights, and it looks like that should be pretty free. Oh, Nisha thought about going. That's a little crazy.
Maybe if he applied the... Never mind, he doesn't have an Orb of Venom at all, so wouldn't apply nothing there. However, it does get the regen rune. Not the best rune for Laurel here. He definitely wants more of like that haste illusion rune to kind of scrap and do some battles here, but it'll help nonetheless.
Okay. Still, top CS so far. Ooh, Yadoro cuts down that tree just in time. Falling Blade making the move that he needs. That was important because Zai can do a ton of damage. Having that ice armor comfortable going under tower, but they find him.
All right, so here, is this good or bad, right? I have my own ways of thinking about this, but Boxy has the same net worth as Mickey, which does sound bad, of course, but Boxy's also incredibly farmed, so there's a plus and a minus here.
Well, if they start losing hero after hero and Zai goes down also, I think it's not feeling great for old Liquid. Stun connects, breaking it from Nisha. And Maposhka, no more shards. Boxy's still chasing, and there's going to be a bushwhack. Okay, Nisha doing the damage on a Maposhka. Gets killed off.
Snowball save there. But Boxy has how many stickies? 3? All right, Nisha's going to zone him out there, protecting his teammate. But he's all alone. I think if you bring one more hero, perhaps maybe you can continue there. But Mira, he's just taking that glorious EXP in the mid lane.
He's really having a good time on this Rubik. Not as farmed as Boxy, obviously.
Yeah, Boxy's having an amazing time.
Dude, if they kill Mickey right now, he's on a ward.
Oh no, not like this.
Yeah. Actually, it's exactly like this. Stampede even going to be used. They don't have detection. They don't have detection, but they know where he's at. Farming up creeps while farming up heroes. Mickey will burn to death. And Boxy gets the counter kill, though, on the other side of the map.
All right. Yeah, it looks like he popped meta to try and kill Zai there, but Nisha and Boxy, they're waiting. A bit jebaited there. Yatoro maybe shouldn't be playing that aggressively when his teams are making a play on the other side of the map there. turns that out into a fairly even trade, but still a little bit ahead in the net worth on the Terrorblade. But this TA is having a really rough time.
Yeah. Yeah, TA.
Top lane, Lasso is being committed.
Sania going to die to Laurel. And a Bat Rider off to this type of a hot start with bots almost done at 9 minutes. Could spell disaster around the map, depending upon how these things go. Well, Yadoro just going to try and play catch-up. Both the Terrorblade and the TA have tons of catch-up potential in the jungle. The downside, though, is that there isn't that hero, I feel like, on Liquid that tries to punish aggressively in the same way that Bat is.
Maybe Nisha with his Diffusal Blade can do it, but he needs to finish that item first. He is the most farmed hero in the game, though, so he is having a good laning stage. And they're going on Nisha. He has a Rolling Thunder.
Decide to make the move and realize that is not going to work. They haven't been able to get this D-ward on this deep jungle observer place down either. So they're going to continue to see Mickey up top side. And if they want to make another dive at him, Lasso back up in a minute, that could be the moment, or they could wait a little bit later.
Yeah, this kill on mid looks a little tough, but they're trying to go for it. I think just Rolling Thunder.
Okay.
They stole it.
And Shard's block off, really well played. Probably didn't need the Stampede, but nonetheless, it is a solid pickoff.
Yeah, let's do a quick update on the offlaners, I think, because I think they're going to be pretty important for this game. Collapse, he has Hood and Vanguard now. Sometimes you just go for one of them into the dagger, but he goes both. This is one tanky boy. I feel like they have to bring 5 heroes to kill him at this point. And in the offlane, we got Zai not going for the Midas build, also going for a Vanguard into the Mana Boots. So he's not going to have the same explosive farming speed that we often see from these Dooms. Mainly because he's playing offlane and not carry here. But we oftentimes do see these Doom offlanes by Midas too, right? Kind of fits the hero. So we'll see how this pays off for them without having this Midas on the Doom.
Maybe feeling like the tempo is going to be pushed that much more quickly on Team Spirit and that he has to get these items earlier. But like you said, that is going to sort of stymie his late game potential. And, well, we'll have to see how it goes. Putting a lot of eggs in Mickey's basket, who has been very heavily hurt in this one.
That's exactly what I'm worried about, right? Like, do you want to put the eggs in the Mickey basket right now, or do you want to be like, all right, Mickey, I've got a free game, let me carry you, as he will get jumped on.
Poshka does not have Walrus Punch, but the roll through from Mira, that is huge! Rolling Thunder doing damage, but they don't have enough as everybody rotated. And now, Diffusal Blade onto Laurel, he's in trouble. Shards blocks off the Rolling Thunder, doesn't matter. Kill off Maposhka and the Bat. And they didn't even have to use Doom, because guess what? Zai didn't skill it.
Yep. That's true enough there. And
now he
that
has
was a great sharpshooter by Boxy there. Making that a double kill instead. And here comes the Doom. Do you have the damage to bring this man down? You do. He's tanky, but not that tanky.
Yeah.
He has no
get
armor
the Stampede
items.
off in time.
Like, he's regening.
Kills it now. And they give that one to Mickey. Much needed.
Those series events that just happened were so good for Liquid. You saw Team Spirit, they popped the meta, they kept max distance, they wanted to bait Liquid into coming into that fight because they didn't commit. However, because they didn't commit, they didn't get a kill. But they also didn't successfully retreat either, so they lost heroes there. So that was a play that didn't have the effect they wanted to, and then on the top lane, without using that Doom, they rebuttal and just killed a Centaur right away. So taking care of multiple threats in just a couple minutes here, getting them a net worth advantage.
Yeah, and of course, Collapse, you know, he felt safe up top because they showed everybody down bottom, but then when you brought numbers and they had that Doom ready to go, both the hero and the ability, it was a pretty easy bring down. Zai trying to queue into the Greaves while Mickey eyes up that giant juicy stack of Ancients and Hard Camps. This has not been addressed.
Is Doom the only hero in Dota that has a spell just named after him?
I think so. I mean, I feel like the old Slardar was close to it with just the Crush or whatever it was.
He was just a simple man. I don't know if they named anything after him. Like, his name is Doom, and he has an ability just called Doom. I don't think any other hero has that.
It's a nice little Nice little slice of life. Keep things simple. He's one of the earlier Dota heroes created, right?
Yeah, he's definitely old school.
Zai waiting nearby with Nisha. They end up sealing Swashbuckle this time and doesn't have any more left on the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, they're going to keep pressuring. They have the Centaur creep here. I think Zai's build is meant to skirmish. He has a mech now entirely. So not even going for this. I'm going to own you in the late game with some double BKB, Ags, these type of items. Just building auras for the team. So getting Dooms off is going to be much more difficult, I feel, for him. He's also got the ice armor, which in a way could be considered an aura if you put on everyone. It's going to limit the damage from Terrorblade a lot. Maybe going into Crimson after.
Boxy not quite able to connect there with that bushwhack.
Oh, they're going in.
One area, and the storm!
Oh!
Holy moly! That was huge! Nisha now tries to get the Rolling Thunder to get away. They got the Doom onto Tusk. Nisha will manage to get some separation and gets out of there. That collapse stomp was enormous, and it's going to enable them to take this tier 1 tower mid.
I was like, what are they doing? Why is Laurel running in there? Big Boy collapses there with the freshly picked up Blink Dagger into the triple hoof stomp there. That was just what the doctor ordered right there for Team Spirit. Collapse showing up big. He's been farming a lot this game, but the moment he gets his Blink, he comes online, makes a huge plays.
God, that was, yeah, that's what they're looking for. And, you know, as much as you're going for this sort of Aura bot build for Zai that's allowing him to skirmish early and all the rest of it, that's something that you're sort of lacking until you get a hoof stomp of your own, which he is eventually going to get. Laurel chasing. Maposhka there. Gets the slowdown and want to try and get this kill without lasso available to him. And I think that they're going to do it. Holding on, chasing, finding the finish. Zai gets burned to death.
As much as, like, it feels silly to say because Liquid is such a dominant team, this is definitely one of those games where I'm not seeing the vision. Oftentimes where I see their drafts like, wow, this is genius, or this looks really good, or potentially, maybe they just outplay people more than anything, but I think their drafting has always been on point. I'm not seeing what the timing of this draft is. It comes down to mainly the Pango for me. The TA made some sense. The Pango's not playing poorly either. The Pango's playing really good. It's just, the build on Doom, I think I'm not convinced on. I feel like going this Aura bot build is really going to slow down what I believe is their potential to win this game here. I feel like Zai has to get really farmed and buy the game-winning items here. I don't know if Aura bot's going to cut it in a game like this.
Well, it certainly has not gone completely the way that they want on Team Liquid, but you are still getting a very farmed Mickey. Has the Desolator completed. Granted, you're playing against the Terrorblade. When I say he's actually very farmed, I guess that he's the
least farmed core in the game.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe he's not.
But they're not far off. Most of these cores are pretty close to each other. The real breadwinner is, I think, the top 3 right now.
Yeah.
Like, the Pango's really farmed, the Doom's farmed, but the Doom's buying auras. So when you buy auras, you're basically telling your team to carry you. And you're not saying, I'm going to carry you. It's like, I'm giving you these items to help your net worth to accelerate it. But Mickey's too far behind. And Mickey is also in a situation where he's not in a matchup where he's going to win in a man fight against the Batrider, against the Terrorblade. However, the X factor is Zai. He does realize he needs a dagger now. He's going into it. I think he may have... I saw he had a buckler. Did he sell that?
No, it's the Greaves, right?
Oh, the Greaves. Okay, I thought he was going for another one for the Crimson here, but... No, okay, so just going for the Greaves there. I'm glad to see he's just finishing there, now going into potentially the BKB, the Blink Dagger, maybe the Ags, maybe a Refresher, because those are the items I feel like Liquid will need going into the late game. And he'll probably get there as well. It is Doom after all.
Collapse. Looking at that Doom. A tasty treat for himself and Laurel to snack upon. And the Stampede out. Finds the kill. Easy finish there. A Stomp comes out. Connects onto the TB. But then the Shard's blocking off that Rolling Thunder. Second or third time that we've seen that. Maposhka has been playing such good Dota. And Boxy Oh, buddy.
A little bit of rare misplay by Collapse there. Just a little misposition with the blink there.
Precious bounty.
DD on the Terrorblade though.
Zania. He's going to be left
How many
behind by
hits
the
does
rest
it
of his
take?
team.
3 hits. That's all
And
it takes.
Stomp connects again. Up on the high ground, they find Nisha. Did not have vision of that one, I don't believe. Was just a blind jump, and, well, he hit it perfectly. They take down Nisha.
Oh,
they
Mickey's
take
in.
down Foxy, and Mickey, he's also gone. 4 dead. I mean, Tower or Roche, take your pick. They are all over this game right now on Team Spirit.
I would pick just farm everything, personally.
Okay, fair.
Because right now, you're not going to do Roche. You don't want to hit a tier 2 either, because they're going to respawn soon. But what you can do is take back the net worth advantage, which they never had. Mainly because of the Doom, right?
Yeah.
However, they do have it now. After those kills, Laurel's going to push out bottom. You're going to send all your illusions into the top lane, push that out. Now you're stuck in your base as Team Liquid. And you have to find a way to get out here. Whereas you're just going to keep farming backward as Spirit and just be wary of the smoke that may come from Liquid because they are turtled into their base.
Well,
Or just reap the spoils and farm everything. Choice is yours.
it's true. Well, the thing I think is, super interesting about this game, too, is that we spent so much time theory crafting about how they were going to deal with this Doom threat. And while he is still one of the top norths in the game, it really, besides that kill on a Collapse, we haven't felt his impact all that much. And from a lot of Liquid, it feels like it's sort of that holding position, waiting for these items to come online. They're going to have an Aghanim Scepter pretty soon here. It's done on Nisha. And maybe a chance there that you can make some solid plays, but it's definitely not easy. Boxy looking for a pickoff, runs into Maposhka, but
There's a sentry down.
Snowball already ready. Zai walks forward, gets the Doom on a Collapse. This could look okay for them, but, well, stolen Doom, never mind. Now it's a little bit dangerous. Bounces back, Laurel, that's his BKB, gonna pull in that Rolling Thunder. Zai gets the stomp onto Mira. The control is still there, he doesn't get Doom off. Okay, but now Yataro's shown up. Insania has to run away from this, as he is going to get bullied and killed. With 2 dead, a lot of abilities used. Metamorphosis still active.
Pretty big they killed Mira there without getting that Doom off. If he could have held on to that Doom for this push here, that would have been devastating. But they used meta here. They used roll.
Stomp. Collapse finds him. Yataro. Zai jumps, gets another stomp. Connection. Mickey, they're tearing him to pieces. The runaway, he doesn't have mana. Oh, he needs to sunder, but it's not quite there. Still living, 70 HP. Who's got mana boots? Give this man his mana. There is nothing for them. And Collapse going to die. Maposhka goes for the TP out, won't manage to complete it. As Yataro just running away. That Bassi, not quite giving him enough. We'll finally get it there as he TPs out. Jeez.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, going for that push there seems a little ambitious. Sure, you have meta up, but you're not unkillable on Terribly. Sure, they don't have Doom, they don't have Rolling Thunder, but they don't need it to fight there. You're down a hero, you have no BKB, you have no Lasso there. I really like the decision by Liquid to punish that.
And Boxy wanting to go for the pickoff, finds him right away. In the mid lane, Mira Force Staff tries to get out, trying to dodge, able to sidestep away from that jump. Rather from the ulti coming from Boxy.
So as you were saying, you didn't see the impact from the Doom yet, but all it's taken was a Centaur War Stomp and a Blink Dagger. And now the impact is there. So I think it's still valid to say that this timing and what we're waiting for is quite reliant on the items we were mentioning. I believe the auras he went for, they helped him in the laning stage a little bit. It's not the easiest opponent to go against the Terrorblade. However, I feel like Mickey just had too poor of a start to really utilize the auras as a whole.
Yeah, that's fair. And now Mickey is sort of back online again. It sets them up for a pretty strong mid to semi-late game here. Maposhka, he's getting towards a Blink Dagger. Mickey heads back towards top. They get a Lincoln Sphere fully completed on Terrorblade, so opting to go for that instead of a Scotty or anything else.
You're playing versus Doom, you feel like you need to buy Lincolns, but at the same time, his biggest opponent right now, of course, is the Doom, but it's going to be the Pango.
Yeah.
This is the reason why they picked the Pango. They wanted to deal with this Terrorblade timing. It's online now. He has Blink, Ags, Diffusal Blade. He farmed.
The Blink Dagger used by Collapse still has Stampede ready. McKay.
And they TP out. Oh, they're TPing to go for Boxy.
Okay. Tries to hide away. Mira finds him. Now the lift pullback. Boxy. Oh my
He's
god.
out.
Oh my god. This little squirrel. This little squirrel. The chase. Yeah, he gets out of trouble.
Yeah, there's no Scotty or anything to slow him down from the Terrorblade, so if he doesn't die in one stun, he's just gonna scurry on out of there.
Well, in the meantime, Collapse, has been his next itemization? I thought he had more gold than this. Does, I think, have a Sange on the way? Yeah. So he's got Heaven's Halberd almost completed.
Good item this game. First TA.
Yeah.
It should be quite good here. I think for the most part, this game is going to be a lot on Laurel and who he can find in the lasso. I honestly think this TA is the least important hero to focus down at this point. I think if you can get Nisha, that's a dream. Zai is also an amazing target.
Before Doom comes out.
Yeah, before Doom, ideally. But then Zai is going to get him instead.
Yeah, he does have Firefly, though, so stampeding to get out of trouble. Lincoln's down on Terrorblade. They back away, roll in, Nisha there. Batrider still living, ready for the counter initiation. Can he get Sunder off? Can he get anything off? Jumps on in. The Sunder is there. Staying alive for second round, and then the snowball for the runaway. Collapse. Oh, he got his blink broken, but gets it on the second round, and the shards blocking off the roll to come through.
Mira's still rolling thunder here.
Has to get out of trouble. They bring down Boxy. Look for more Yanro. He almost dies to Nisha, but he gets away on nothing.
What a miracle for Team Spirit there. Holy shit. Barely gets the Sunder off. That snowball is what bought him time to save him. And Zai had the number of Laurel that entire fight, just forcing him out of the fight there. I talked about they need to get the initiation on Laurel. Zai realizes it, jumps him immediately. I don't even know how he's able to jump a bat first without him getting BKB off, but it happened. Zai really made that fight something what I thought Liquid would run over that fight with, but unfortunately for them, they were just there too quickly from Poshu with the snowball save.
Well, there's that good ward, which is just now expiring from Insania by the secret shop, which scouted all of that. It's disappeared now. But, I mean, it goes back to kind of the point that we talked about before, right? They don't have this hero as the stomp is going to come out onto Mira. And does he get out of trouble? No, he's going to die. They have this issue of not being able to keep heroes stuck in the area if Stampede comes out. And something that, you know, is going to continue to be a problem for them. But it's a 7k gold lead for Liquid. These cores are very farmed. They've got the Doom. They're doing what they need to do.
I mean, what the hell is wrong with this Doom hero? It's like no impact, buys a Blink Dagger, gets a Centaur creep. Now he just has like the most impact in the game. Wow. It's pretty insane. They'll make a trade here, but... Oh, they got meta to be forced, though.
Yeah, they wanted to take that fight and thought it was going to go better. Does not happen. Roll goes out. Nisha jumps forward, finds 2. Laurel, BKB ready, lasso and 4. But Collapse, he's in trouble. Collapse, not dead yet, but does finally go down. And there we go. Lasso onto Nisha with meta, the last remnants of it sticking around. Mickey does manage to get the BKB TP out of there. Boxy... Gonna be chased for a little bit by Laurel. Does have the flame break, but does a little whiff as Boxy was able to cut him the other way. And, well, Bushwhack, not bad at all to get Boxy out of trouble. 4 stacks on him, but will be able to escape on the squirrel.
Was it me or is stolen Bushwhack from Rubik look a lot wider? Like, it looks like it's a bigger AoE. I saw that flying and that looked funny.
Rubik is just dumb. I don't get it. It's just a dumb hero.
Like, I'm not even talking about casting, but the physical net just looked bigger.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep an eye on that one. That's super important, of course.
Laurel, no BKB. No lasso. 4 staff. Yadaro keeps him back. Poshka in on Mickey. Snowballs over to the creeps. Zai finds Mira. Going to control and kill him off. So... Spirit losing another hero after they got the kill on Nisha. Liquid still ready to run in. With no BKBs, it's pretty easy for him.
I figured it out.
What
the
is
net? as it goes out, it expands. So the longer cast range you have, the more it expands.
Got it. Stampede. Zai, BKB, collapse. Oh my god, dude. He just beat him to death. Maposhka with the snowball save, though. Link out, collapse, tries to get away.
Oh, he got out.
What?
He got out.
He gets the blink away. I thought that damage was going to be enough. Zai still waiting, ready to jump in, and has been holding Doom this entire time. They don't have lasso for 7. God, he wants Octarine Core so bad on Batrider.
I would too. Playing any hero. That's a fun item.
Yeah.
I mean, Zai is showing a different approach to playing this hero. Normally we see the Octarine Core on the Doom as well, right? But it looks like he wants to go straight into the Shiva's Guard. Makes a lot of sense. You want to mitigate the damage from the Terror Blade, get some extra armor on yourself. Octarine Core, as fun as the item is, gives you some cast range, gives you a bit more cooldown reduction. All your spells with Doom. Octarine Core is OP on Doom. Every single one of your spells benefits from it. Even the War Stomp from the Centaur. You want to combine it with a Shard at some point for nearly Chain Stun, which is another reason why this hero is kind of OP. You have like unlimited damage, BKB piercing, mute. You have close to Chain Stun, scaling damage. What does this hero not have, honestly?
Well, and particularly when you compare it to the Centaur, right? Like Stampede, obviously an amazing spell, but we're seeing Collapse after his immaculate start to this game has really fallen off in a lot of ways. But they are going to get a battle going on down bottom while simultaneously... oh no, it's not a battle. It's just up top where they're going for him. Find Boxy, get the connection. Zai.
Oh, they went in. He doesn't know who to do.
Zai, he's in trouble. Yatoro just beats into him continuously. The Doom onto Bat. Yatoro, oh, is he gonna fall? Doesn't get a chance to get the Sunder off. And Batrider being chased down by Mickey. They find him with the traps, get the finish. Oh no. For Spirit, it is all falling apart here.
We're starting to see why they picked the Pango now. It is dealing wonderfully against this TB right now. And Yatoro is... He's made the executive decision that BKB won't help him here. So he's not going to be going that item, but he got nearly chain stunned by Nisha there. Might want to reconsider that one, I think. But he also needs the damage too, because there's a lot of things that BKB won't help you against as well. It's not going to help you versus Doom a ton. It's not going to help you versus TA. And a lot of Pango's damage is physical as well. So it's a hard call to make, but seeing how that fight just went, he might need one.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a case of just needing more and more net worth too, and not having the farm for it. And I kind of am seeing the same thing again from Collapse, like wanting to build into these items to help out the rest of the team, and just feeling. I mean,
well, you see what he has queued up, right? Oh, dang, he removed it. The cart was a dream.
That was only
that has been ruined. Yeah,
sad. Oh, he can disassemble Vanguard though, so he'll get it, the Lotus at least that much more quickly.
He basically should have it very soon.
Yeah.
Which does that to me? I don't feel like that item does a lot. Like you can reflect the Doom back onto Zai, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's about it.
It's true.
You're still gonna get the Doom off, which I think is mainly the purpose for Zai in this game.
Maybe
so. Not really the game-winning item I'm looking for here for Spirit.
Maybe if you get the Lotus onto Yatoro, then you can reflect and block it with Lincolns. There you go. Dream. He just dooms himself. Nothing else.
That would be super embarrassing for Zai.
You're not wrong.
That's like his team fight contribution is just dooming himself, not even an enemy.
Well,
we'll see if that one happens.
We will see. It feels somewhat unlikely. Smoke up now. Zai, Insania. They immediately find him. Yep, underneath the ward. Catches. In trouble. Stampede to get away. And blink back up in a sec. Collapse. Where is he going to go? And he's out.
Yep, just out of range of Swashbuckle. Nisha does have a Basher, though, so if that would have connected, there's a dream to stop that. But Stampede is down. They committed absolutely nothing from Liquid, so time to sweep across the map here with the Aegis on the TA. Time to hunt.
Trap hits on a Maposhka. Has that gem. Looking for him.
Oh, you got it.
Finding him. 4-stab Maposhka. Snowball. Up to the high side. Gonna need to jump away after. Maposhka tries to TP out. Zai says, no. I am Doom. We'll take your gem. Wait, who took it? Wait, where's the gem? Oh, did he pass it over to Rubik? Oh, what a sick play. The 4-staff passed the gem to Mira. Nicely done.
There you go.
It's not great when the highlight is that you died but you didn't lose the gem. You know what I mean?
Not usually. No, there can be better highlights for you. I think they're still searching for that. As I still believe Laurel has to be the initiator for his team here. They have to drag a hero into this Terrorblade as he's right-clicking with Metamorphosis. BKB is online, he heard me, so swing for the Chrysalis instead, some small damage. BKB's up. Gonna go into the Daedalus. I still think this Terrorblade is going to be a very strong hero in this game and hard to deal with, but he needs the magic immunity really badly. Nisha's controlling him too much in these fights.
Well, that is at least an answer for them. As the Lincolns reveals itself in the mid lane, they're going to try and push this one out a little bit. Terrorblade was casting that Lincolns onto his illusions, maybe trying to bait out some play from Liquid. They also have a Lotus, or not, excuse me, not a Lotus, a, what you call it, Aeon Disc, ready to be assembled for Nisha. So that even becomes a more difficult play for them to make now, trying to get the lasso onto him at the start of these fights. But maybe with the BKB, it won't matter.
Yeah, if he gets lassoed, right, he's just gonna assemble that and he'll be totally fine. So that takes away a play option from Spirit. So really good call by Nisha here to make that item. And Tusk just dies. Shard of TA.
Stampede tries to get out of there. Broken.
Hey, he's gone.
Stomp and dead. So 2 gone, and Liquid. Well, they do find Mickey. 30 seconds left on this. It's so hard to imagine this working well.
They're just so far behind in net worth now. Liquid have honestly just been outplaying though on the map. Zai has been on point. As soon as he bought this Blink Dagger, moving across the map, perfect with the War Stomps, starting the fights, getting the Dooms off when necessary. Has the Shiva's Guard now, going into the Aghanims. Zai playing out of his mind here, and the poor Centaur, right? He had such a good early game. Everything was going well for him, but we're starting to see a tier difference in heroes itself. Like, you can get the stun off on Centaur if you want, but what else do you have? I feel like you're just a stun at this point, maybe a Stampede. I'll take Doom over Stampede any day, and you're not on the cooldown for Zai. Even if you don't have Doom, running around with Inferno Blade and the War Stomp is all you need here as we lose the gym bottom lane for Laurel as Mickey and Nisha do connect.
Pair together to get it. Now, one thing about this. Nisha has the Aeon Disc ready to be assembled, but because of the gem, he can't keep it in his inventory. Maybe they lasso him now to get the gem back? Okay, never mind. He put the gem down. All right. Dream is dead. Mara's in trouble. Mara might be dead right here. Collapse. Ooh, never mind. 4-staff keeps him alive. All right, a chance, a dream, some hopes. They're stuck in their base.
Yeah, they are, and they do have Terrorblade, which can farm while stuck in the base a little bit, but it's not helping.
Right. Game is feeling incredibly difficult. 37 minutes. Next round of neutrals coming out, and Liquid gonna farm them up quickly. Already have a flicker for Zai.
Tower is under attack.
Do you remember that one fight mid where Laurel lassoed Doom in the mid lane and brought him to Toro to kill him?
That was a good move.
How long ago was that?
That was a while ago, man.
We need some more of that from Team Spirit if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it just, I don't know what it is that's changed. I remember talking about how I wanted, like, how Laurel wanted this Octarine core, like, 7-8 minutes ago. He's still not even that close to it. He's, 1,000 or so gold. They're just getting completely cut out.
It's because Zai has been making the initiations that Laurel has not been able to find.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I think Collapse initiating at this point isn't good enough.
Yeah. Trying to bait him now, down bottom. I don't know if Liquid are going to take that bait.
Oh, look what he has queued up though on the Centaur. Maybe the Dream's still alive.
It's a possibility. To be honest with you, though, the problem I feel like has not been trying to save Terrorblade. The problem has been getting Terrorblade to do damage.
Right. Well, every little thing can help, and I do agree. It's not going to be an item problem. And it's going to be, all right, for an inch, really.
They did it. That's
for
what
an
they
inch?
wanted, right?
And some other weird-ass hero.
I said
and you would know
I
that.
said I wanted it on Doom,
He's
or I wanted it on Pango. At this point, TA is good as well, but that's meta and Lasso for an inch. They get the gem, though. So
Okay.
I will say, if you're in a spot of desperation, okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, BKB, Sunder.
Oh, he didn't get
the turn. He's got him caught in the shorts, but no detection. Where's the vision? Where's that gem? You did all the work for the gem. They find him there. Mickey now starting to be in some trouble too. Terrorblade dropping low, but the snowball save and the turn. Doom is gone. It all started with the inch. Never believe in the inch not being dead. As
Laurel bought
Nisha
back,
tries
though.
To jump away. They will
Lasso.
find Boxy. No way to break that TP for Nisha. The little pesky squirrel. Aeon Disc Prox has another bushwhack soon, but the stomp is going to be there. And suddenly, Spirit, they wait for their timing. They find the moment. They kill that inch. And then they find more. I don't know why Liquid fought there.
It could have been good. Zai didn't react like 0.01 seconds fast enough. You can't Sunder through BKB. Zai didn't press his BKB, got Sundered on. The very close timing for the BKB going off and the Sunder hitting, but the Sunder hit first, and that allowed them to keep fighting there.
Oh, DD
He's just the
Baposhka.
biggest kill, but he still has
Oh my
Aeon
God.
Disc.
All right, Insania was a carry earlier today. He might be coming that right now. Although, disarmed, tries to run in. A whole mess of spells used. BKB 10 seconds away for Yatoro. He's getting his mana drained. A lower and lower mana drain. Tries to dodge away. Oh, God, the snowball save at the last second. His BKB's back up. Pops it immediately. Gets the Sunder up onto Mickey. Finds him for the kill. Baposhka, the Tusk God. FY, look out. This is the real one. And, well, okay, as I say that, he dies. And now Sai also has Doom back off cooldown soon.
All right, I'll give him Poshka the benefit of the doubt there, but the funniest part about that was Lara was running away from a stolen illusion, right? Enchantress stole an illusion at Terrorblade. It was chasing Laurel. Laurel was running away the best he could, and Poshka body blocked him a little bit and got last hit by the illusion there, but he wasn't looking at a screen, I'm sure, and that's when he made the snowball plays happen. That was pretty funny, though.
That was crazy. I mean, it's still a 22,000 gold lead. But they did kill Mickey without buyback. Roshan is up. You can see that little swing. You know, maybe the beginnings of something. Every
But you know what
waterfall
else?
begins with a little current.
Yeah,
what that
you know what
means.
else they gained here?
What's that?
They sold the boots on Yatoro and upgraded it with an Eye of Scotty. So if he was a problem before, he's definitely a big problem now. And it all started with the purchase of BKB. Now he can enter the fights. They're also getting the stuns near him, even if it's just an inch at this point. Apparently that's good enough. As long as you just lasso something and bring it to this Terrorblade, that's the piece that they've been missing of this puzzle.
Oh, man. Centaur is so close to getting his Aghanims. Doom also just got the Ags. Oh,
Question is, what
God.
does the Centaur Ags do?
Well, you gather a hero in. It does give him basically a second Stampede, right? So he gets the Stampede buff while he's pulling him in. It's not a huge range, which is one slight issue. So if the Doom AoE comes out, he might not be able to save in time. But smoke on smoke, collapse. He hasn't revealed the hitch a ride yet. Jumps in, finds him immediately. Zai, he's dooming nobody. He's dooming Mira. Not sure if that's enough. The turn
Doom
to
himself.
fight the Terrorblade, very strong, very, very strong. Yatoro surviving. He's hitching a ride. Look at him. He's so strong. He's so in control. All right, he's dead. Collapse is gone. And now Yatoro snowball save for the moment. Still under control. No more BKB. Gets disarmed. Didn't have another Sunder available, and that might just do it as Liquid ready to run down some lanes here. No buyback on anybody.
That would have been great if the Centaur just didn't die like 2 seconds after the Hitcher ride. I don't think they needed to use it. I think it was used a little. I see the idea of how it can be good. The Terrorblade has to be the one getting focused though, but he was pretty healthy. Used the Thunder while in the Hitcher ride form. Yeah, so many things could have went better for Team Spirit there. I think they're going to look back at potentially this replay if this game does end now and be like, there's so many small little things we could have done better in that one particular fight right there. Whereas Liquid looked pretty good. Zai, he doomed himself with the Ags. Just went in. There's a big body there. They focused him down. Things are looking okay for Spirit, but just the whole Hitcher ride situation where they wasted the Thunder inside the Hitcher ride. The Centaur got killed as well. It's rough, and maybe your base is just gone now.
And I think the game just might be over as they will focus down the Ancient. 1 second, Laurel back up. They don't have a glyph. And Maposhka tries to get the control. The stomp is there. They can't hitch a ride on the Ancient, sadly, to keep them at bay. As they focus down these buildings, GG is called. Liquid take game number 1 in a pretty fabulous fashion.
You know,
yeah, for sure. Their early